What is up, YouTube? How are you guys doing today? On today's Horror Talk, we're going to be talking about the 2017 movie Better Watch Out. Let's get to it.
Want to put her in the mood? Watch a horror movie.
Dude, she's like twice our age. I really don't think it's gonna happen.
She's here.
You are breathtaking.
Thank you. Now don't stay up and watch scary movies, okay? It'll give you nightmares again.
So what do you want to do?
Now, Better Watch Out tells the story on a quiet suburban street. A babysitter must defend a 12-year-old boy from intruders only to discover it's far from a normal home invasion. Now, this movie is starring Olivia I don't know how to say the name. I'll just say Olivia and Ed from M. Night's The Visit. If you remember that movie, they played siblings. In this movie, they're not quite siblings, but they do share a lot of the screen time. Also in this movie, we have Patrick Warburton, we have Virginia Madison, as well as the parents. They're not in the movie that much, so I'm only going to mention them this one time. But the standout, we have Levi Miller as Luke, who is the 12-year-old that Olivia, or her character's name is Ashley, is babysitting. Now, this movie tells the story of its home invasion. And from the trailer, I get the vibe that this is like Home Alone, but not as kiddie in a way. It's supposed to be more for like a home invasion meeting today's standards, the violence and a little bit of the comedy being a little raunchy or a little adult-ish. Somewhere in the middle part, there is a big twist. It would kind of ruin the movie in all aspects, so I'm going to do a separate video as a spoiler talk on Better Watch Out. Stay tuned for that. If you've already watched the movie, go ahead and watch that video. But anyway, back to Better Watch Out. Now, the movie has all the right aesthetics you kind of get when you talk about something being like a Home Alone Christmas movie. You feel that it is Christmas time. You feel like you're in the spirit. You have the snow. You have all the right elements, the Christmas lights, the music. You just get a vibe like this is set during Christmas time. And Levi Miller, who plays Luke in the movie, he does a very good job at his performance, as well as counterpart his friend Ed, and also as Ashley in the movie The Babysitter. There's a few comedic elements in there. It's supposed to be like a thriller, sort of holiday comedy horror. I will say throughout most of the movie, I didn't really find myself laughing at it too often for it to be a comedy. It kind of has that style, like you would say, sort of like Krampus in a way, where Krampus was supposed to be sort of like a horror comedy type of movie. And whether you really laughed at that or you really didn't, I didn't find myself laughing too much at that movie. So it kind of has that same vibe going with this one as well. Can't really talk about the twist, so we're going to talk about some of the violence and gore that does happen in the movie. It's a little weird because the twist and what happens and how they handle certain parts of that twist, where they're kind of pushing the envelope, but then some of the kills are done off scene. You don't see too much. It's more like implied, and it kind of loses a bit of the steam that it has going. I don't know. It's like the movie is fighting itself with the rating board. That's the kind of vibe that I got. That it's sort of like they wanted to push the envelope, but they didn't want to take it to that level. So they kind of cut away from a lot of the violence. And the movie kind of sells itself as this home invasion movie, which it sort of is a home invasion, but not quite what they're selling. And that, again, I can't talk about too much because of the twist, and you'll just have to tune in for spoiler talk after you watch the movie, and then we can have a discussion about that down in the comment section. But there's a lot of interesting pacing issues. I feel like half of the movie kind of goes one way and you're expecting it to be one thing, and then it totally shifts gears and it's something else. And then that's okay because it kind of piques, at least for me, it piqued my interest into the movie a little bit more, where I was kind of losing steam in liking the movie like halfway through, and then the twist happens and I'm interested to see where it goes. But I think from that point on, it drags on after a bit of the disturbing stuff that happens. They didn't drive the movie to be more thrilling towards the end. There's just some stuff in there where it kind of just takes a left turn, and then it just gets kind of boring from that point on. And better watch out. It's worth a watch. If it's on Netflix, Amazon Prime, I definitely recommend watching it. I wouldn't pay, the full price for it. If I had to give it a score out of 10, I'd say halfway through it was going to like a low 3, maybe 4, and then the twist happens, which is kind of interesting to see where that goes. It bumped it up a little bit, but overall in the end it just kind of fizzles out, and the movie is just okay. It's nothing exciting. I was expecting something to be like a really cool Christmas home invasion slasher movie that I was gonna like love and watch every Christmas. It just didn't get there for me, at least. So I'm gonna give it like a 6 out of 10. It's okay. Like I said, watch it if it's on Netflix or Amazon Prime, but I wouldn't go out of your way to rent the movie. But if you're really interested in the twist, I'd say give it a watch, because the twist is something interesting to talk about. It's something. But anyway, guys, that is it for this review on Better Watch Out. Do you have any Christmas horror movies that you want to recommend? Leave them down in the comment section. I love checking out Christmas horror type of movies. Yeah, that is it for the review. Leave it a thumbs up, leave it down in the comment section, and leave this video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't for more horror talk on the way. And until next time, guys, Merry Christmas, and keep your doors locked.